We're going to begin our class with breathing exercises. Just start, relax, and shake off all of the stress that we've accumulated over the day. So if you would just close your eyes. Deep inhale and exhale. Deep inhale. Let it out with a sigh. One more time for a good cleansing breath. Today, our theme, we're going to talk about our core. In American society, and most people in general, we sort of neglect our core strength. And it leads to other problems such as back pain. Sometimes we lift wrong when we're using our back or our legs. If we just raise one leg from a supine position, we can use accessory muscles in our back and cause strain. So we'll incorporate a lot of core work in all of our workouts, but we're going to get started with it today. There are 5 main muscles of the core. Your rectus abdominis, which we're all familiar with, the 8-pack, 6-pack, 8-pack, some people say 10. We have our transversus, large sheet muscle that goes across our midsection. We have our internal, external obliques, and our iliopsoas, which is a big muscle going from our hip to our spine, to our core. So when I do core work today, I'll specifically let you know that we're focusing on those muscles throughout the day. I want to continue also a little bit about, we talked last time we met about sensation versus pain and preventing injuries and practicing smart yoga, safe yoga. I came across a master yogi, some information, and he was talking about preventing injuries. So I started thinking, I've been injured doing yoga, and the first yoga injury I incurred was with my knee. I got a sprain, and 5 years later, it still bothers me now. So I was thinking, why did this happen? It was my very first class taking yoga, and the teacher said, okay, we're going to wind down, let's go into a pigeon pose. And I didn't know what a pigeon pose was, so I looked around like everybody does in the first class, and I said, oh, I can do that, no problem. Well, I went right into it, and sure enough, I got injured. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this pose and how we can prevent injury. And I'll incorporate different poses throughout all of our classes. I'll focus on 1 or 2 each class, hopefully, going forward. So let's talk about pigeon pose and why you can hurt yourself doing it and ways to prevent that. So traditionally, we come into pigeon from a downward facing dog or a 3-point, and we come through, we put down our shin, our thigh, and we come into pigeon. There are other things we can do from here, such as king pigeon, if we get into it later. But let's go over the mechanics of why I hurt my knee doing this. So, when we come into pigeon, there are different motions that we go through, and one is planting our shin bone first and then lowering our thigh or upper leg. But what if we could do that in one motion and now put that torque on the knee? So I'll show you what I mean. So we come down here and we fix our shin, and then when we start lowering down, we're putting torque or tension on our knee. You just heard my knee crack actually. And that's not good, not unless you're very flexible in your knee. So what if we came to pigeon from a seated position, and we simultaneously just leaned over so that we're not creating torque, putting our shin and our thigh down at the same time. Then we can swing our leg around, and we can stay here. We can lean forward into it and relax. And then we can slowly work our back leg to straight. And then we come to our pigeon without the torque on the knee. So that's one way. But that still creates some tension for some people, even when you do that. So you can still get the hip opening stretch from doing a pigeon in a supine position on your back, where you just cross your legs over and you thread through. And you can use your elbow to open up your knee a little bit in your hip. And you will avoid any injury by doing that. So you can get hurt doing any pose, during the pose, transitioning into it and out of it. So I want you all to listen to your body. Don't rush into any poses that you think are easy when they're really not, which is what I did. I got copied, and I'm paying for it now. So please listen to your body. Take your time. If you're not sure of anything, just always ask a question. Okay, so with that being said, let's begin our practice today in child's pose, Balasana. You put your hands over your head in prayer position. Knees out wide, toes touching. And set your intention for your practice tonight. Bring the palms down. And let's walk over to one side. It doesn't matter if it's the left or the right. And relax into it. Come back to center as you inhale. And exhale over to the other side. Inhale to center. And we're going to come to all fours, tabletop. Arms are straight, back is straight, nice line. We're going to do a couple of cat and cows. One more. Let's just circle the hips. Just loosen everything up. A couple times each direction. Okay, now we're going to start some of our core work. We'll do some bird dogs. You're going to raise your left leg and straighten out your foot as if you're pushing against the wall, and then raise your opposing right arm. And hold. And then we're going to bring it in for a crunch, and we'll do this 4 times. One more. And we'll come down and throw on a cat-cow. And switch sides. Raise your right leg. Left arm. Hold. Good time to focus on your breathing. And we'll do our crunches 4 times. Come down all fours, tabletop, do another cat-cow. Now raise your left foot again and place your foot down. Swing your right leg out toward the back, and we're going to do a side plank. So you've got a straight line from your arm to your leg. And from here, we'll do some crunches as well. 4 times. And we'll come to the other side. I'll switch sides so I will face you. Stretch your right leg out, left leg, foot goes towards back, and we open up for our side lunge. Nice straight line. And we'll do our crunches times 4. Breathe in and out with each movement. Very good. Now, let's come to a seat. And we'll do a Sukhasana stretches. Just shake out here and butterfly. Open up the hips a little bit. And then cross your legs, come into a comfortable seat. And inhale, raise your arms. And float over to one side. Inhale back up. Exhale to the other side. We're trying to link one breath to one movement. Inhale up. One more time, a little bit deeper. Inhale up. Notice the shoulders should be relaxed away from your ears. And float to the other side. Back up. And we'll do a gentle twist. Put your left hand on your right knee and twist gently as you look over your right shoulder. Notice how your breath feels in this position as you're filling up your lungs. Back up. And switch. Inhale up. One more time, a little bit deeper in the twist if you can. Inhale up. Relax your shoulders. And float to the other side. Inhale up. And intertwine your fingers behind your back. Open up your heart. A nice shoulder. Thoracic stretch. Inhale up. And exhale into a forward fold and relax. Notice if there's any tension in your body. And breathe into it if you feel tension. You can work it out, little micro movements, as I'm doing right now with my lower back. And come on up. So we're going to begin our stretches for our hamstrings and lower extremities. Bring your left leg straight out. We're going to do a seated tree. Right foot comes into your inner thigh. Shake out your ankle. Wiggle your toes. Raise up with an inhale. And forward fold. This time we're going to bend the knee a little bit, reach for our toes. And as is comfortable for you, work towards straightening your leg. And fold into it. Sit up. If you would like to have a deeper hip opening stretch, you come to half lotus. Bring your foot on top of your thigh and forward fold. Or just repeat the first position. Come up, 2 fingers on your big toe, or I like to prefer to grab the inside of the ball of my foot, and we're slowly going to open up our hamstring. Now you don't have to get to a straight leg. Remember, it's not how far you stretch, but how you stretch. I feel a little tension in my hamstring, so I'm just going to work it out with a little bit of a massage. Feel free to do the same. Come back, and repeat. I want you to grab your heel, grab your arm underneath, so your palm's facing your face. Rock your baby. And forward fold. Keep your left foot and left leg contracted. It's always working. As you rotate your ankles both directions, massage your toes, whatever feels good to you. Sit back up. We're going to do another hamstring stretch. We show 2 versions. You can grab the outside of your foot, the blade of your foot. This puts a little torque on your knee for some folks. If you don't want to do this version, you can simply do the straight version. Foot to head. And again, massage all your hamstrings. Good. Now let's switch sides. What we do on one side, we always have to do on the other. Inhale, and fold forward. Come back up. Bend your knee, reach for your toes, and go as far as is comfortable for you to work toward going straight. And fold into it. Nice exhale. Come back up. You're going to repeat again. If it's in your practice to do the half lotus, feel free to do so. If you do, make sure you're not slouching over, your shoulders aren't coming forward, but you're opening your heart and you have nice alignment in the spine. And forward fold. Come back up. 2 finger piece hold on your toe or the ball of your foot. And we're going to come to our hamstring stretch. I'm a little more flexible on one side, as most people are. I'm more so on my left because I had a total hip replacement. It's done wonders for me. Come back in. One more time. Grab the heel, wrap under, and come forward. Circle your ankle both directions. Massage your toes. Make sure that your front leg on the ground is working. Toes pointed up. And you choose your stretch, either grabbing the blade of your foot or coming straight head to toe. Okay, we should all be warming up now. Shake everything out. We're going to come into our sun salutation A's. I'll demonstrate a couple different variations for your chaturanga, which is your yogi push-up. And the three movements together are called vinyasa. So if I say throughout the class, do chaturanga or your vinyasa, it's all referring to your yogi push-up. So, we'll start in downward facing dog. In the chaturanga, the yogi push-up, traditionally we come forward into a plank. Elbows come toward the ribs, not out. And we lower down. Come into baby cobra or upward facing dog, which I prefer. It's easier on my back. And back. Version 2, for more advanced, if it's in your practice, you can do one leg chaturanga. Or if that's difficult on your shoulders, elbows, back, you can do it on your knees. And I like to go from my knees down about halfway into Balasana, child's pose, and then work my way up to downward facing dog from here. So, everybody meet here in downward facing dog. We're going to look between our hands, bend our knees, step, walk or hop to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, 90-degree angle from your back to your lower extremities. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. You don't have to change position, I'm doing it for you. And we're going to cactus the arms. And we'll come back to neutral. We're going to grab our left wrist and go to a Bananasana. Notice if there's any tension in your neck, you can work out your head position to release it. Inhale, center, and switch. Back to center, and we're forward fold. Halfway lift. We're going to place our hands down and step back to a plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog or baby cobra, downward facing dog. Look between your hands, bend your knees, step, walk or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. This time we'll open twist. Look over your left fingertips for your drishti, which is your visual focus. Back up. And switch with an exhale. Back up. Slight extension of the back as we forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. And we'll cactus the arms. Come to prayer hands, and let's come down to Malasana. Now, Malasana might be difficult for some people to get to this hip position, so we can use blocks here. Version 1, 2, 3, or vice versa. You can set them where you like. If you don't have too much hip opening, this can be a Malasana. Or maybe here. Whatever's comfortable for you. You all have blocks, and they're important tools for us to use. close our eyes here and take a breath. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Okay, let's come to a comfortable seat. And we're going to do some back work and core work. Let's come to our back. Bring our knees to our chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Do a massage on the lumbar back, your lower back. From here, maybe we can do a happy baby. Maybe throw a hamstring stretch. One leg, two, maybe try both. Let's play with our yoga. That's what we're here for, to have fun and learn. Okay. Place your feet down. Arms up to a T. We're going to raise one leg up and the other to meet it. This is our waterfall position. We're going to hold it for 10. This is some of our core work we're talking about now. You can feel it. But remember to breathe. 3, 2, 1. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Plant your foot. And fall over to the right. As you look over to the left. Close your eyes and breathe. Enjoy the stretch. Come back to center. And switch. Back to center. And back to our waterfall for 10. 5, 3, 2, cross over, left over right knee, plant the right foot, and fall to whichever side you would like as you look in the opposite direction. Close your eyes, feel your breath, feel if there's any tension, listen to your body, work anything out you need to. Come back to center, and switch sides. Come back to center. One more waterfall. Let's get those cores good and strong. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice hug. Nice massage again, roll up and down. We're going to grab our ankles, plant our feet so that our heels are close to our glutes, our backside. And we're going to do bridge pose here. Palms facing down. You're going to gently press your lumbar spine into your back. You're going to use your feet to press down and gently lift your hips upward. Nice roll, just a couple inches. And slowly lower. We're going to repeat. This time we're going to go into our thoracic spine about halfway up. And one vertebrae at a time, gently lower. One more time, all the way through the shoulders if that's comfortable for you. While we are here, notice if there's any tension in your neck. Your chin shouldn't be pointed toward your chest or extension in your cervical neck. Nice straight line. Now let's add a little core work with our iliopsoas muscle and raise one leg. And hold. So let's do 5, And one vertebrae at a time, come back down. And we're going to repeat on the other side. And raise your leg, straight-legged bridge. Working that core. And gently lower down. Let's windshield wiper our legs here. Work everything out. Give yourself a hug. We're going to rock until we come to a comfortable seat. Everybody have a seat. I'm going to demonstrate our warrior series. Some literature say that there are 5, 7, 8 warriors, but there's 6 core ones that we're going to work on tonight. I'll break them down, and then we'll put them into a little sequence. So the first one we'll do will be warrior 1. Take a nice step back. Actually, I'm going to switch sides so it'll be easier for you to see. We're going to start with our feet, with our alignment, and we note that our heel is in line with the middle of our back foot, which is about 45 to 60 degrees flat on the ground. Nice straight leg. The important thing here is the stacking of your knee. We don't want to go too forward. We want to stack our joints for stability and strength. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bring your back leg back. Now your hips are going to rotate forward, and your arms go straight up. Relax away from your ears, but strong arms straight. This is our warrior 1. Warrior 2, positioning of your feet are going to be the same. The stacking is going to be the same. This time our hips are facing outward, our arms are straight out. Our drishti, or our vision of focus, is going to be over our fingertips. We don't want our shoulders up here. We want to relax them, but our arms are straight. This is warrior 2. We'll go directly into reverse warrior. Flip your hand and raise up. The hips don't change, the feet don't change, just the arms. Then we'll come from here to humble warrior. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Open up your heart. Look a little bit toward the heavens. And we're going to forward fold so that our shoulder is on the inside of our thigh. And here we can get tension in our neck too, so you want to work it out and find a comfortable position for your head. From here, we'll go to bound warrior. We're just going to take our left arm, bring it through our legs to meet our right hand, interlace our fingers. You can use a towel to help you here if you don't have that flexibility in your shoulders. And once here, we're going to open our heart. This is humble warrior. We're going to go to warrior 3. We're going to frame our front foot. We're going to fly our back leg. Now you want to be careful not to hyperextend your knee. You can have a slight bend if that's more comfortable for you. And then you want to play with lifting up your hands. Your back leg is strong and straight, foot flexed. The traditional warrior 3, we're flying. Position 1, 2, or 3. Yogi's choice. With practice, I promise you we'll all get here. And we come back. So, let's all put it together in a sequence. On the other side, I'll do the other side. Start toward the top of your mat. Hands on your hips. Step back with your left leg. On a comfortable position, you can work out your feet here, get a feel for it. Make sure you're aligning your heel middle of your back foot, stacking the front leg, rotating the hips, arms up, warrior one, open up to warrior two, take a minute to make sure your alignment and everything's where you want it to be. No tension in your shoulders. Reverse your warrior. You can look up. Here we're going to go into humble warrior. Intertwine your fingers. Open up your heart, look up, and forward fold. Shoulder on the inside of your thigh. From here, take your right hand, wrap it under, through your legs to find your left fingers. And open up your heart. From here, warrior three, frame your foot. Lie your back leg. Maybe slight bend in your knee. And just start to play with raising up your hands. If it's in your practice, go ahead and find your warrior three. Very good. Let's come to a forward fold. Separate your feet out a little bit. Grab opposite elbows. Bend your knees slightly and sway back side to side. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. And let's just shake out our hips and our back. Work on any creaks, cracks. We're going to come into a sequence, which we did last time, but I'm adding a little bit more to work our core to it. Just take a minute to do whatever feels good for your body. Skandasana, our side lunge, is the big stretch in our sequence, so let's prepare for it first. Let's come down, downward facing dog. 3-point, and bring your foot over the back side to the left, and circle open your hips. Back to 3-point, and switch sides. Downward facing dog. Look between your palms, bend your knees, and step or hop forward. Let's put our elbows on our knees and rock side to side. Keep working our hips. Now your Skandasana in the sequence might just be this, and that's fine if that's what works for you. If you have it in your practice, go ahead and take the full Skandasana. Different variations, maybe your palms together. Maybe a bind. Remember, this is your practice. I want you to get out of it what you want. And let's come back up to a wide-legged fold here. Maybe some barrel rolls with your back and chest. Okay, so let's meet. Downward facing dog. And we're going to go through our sequence. We'll go through it together. 3-point. Cheetah. This time, we're just going to open up to work our obliques, crossing our legs side to side, left and right, 3 times, and back to 3-point, step through to warrior 1. Open up to warrior 2. Check your positioning and alignment where you want it to be. Reverse your warrior into side angle. You can come here. This is a great place. If you want a little more extension stretch, to use a block in any position you would like to go to. Or if you have it, not to use it at all. Make sure you're opening up your heart. You're going to come to a straight-legged reverse warrior. Warrior 2 to set up for a Trikonasana, which is a triangle pose. Again, another good place to use a block. You might find yourself crouching over and compromising the stretch because you're trying to get deeper. Again, a block will alleviate that so that you can really get the proper technique for the stretch. It doesn't matter how far down you go. It's that you want the proper alignment. Here we're going to come up to star, goddess, and this is where we're going to add our core work. Hands behind heads. If you prefer to raise up one leg for your crunch, or do all your crunches with both heels up or down, yogi's choice, but we're going to do 10. Maybe close your eyes, see what happens. Kind of want to fall down. It's okay. Just ground yourself again. It's yoga practice. As you see me falling with my eyes closed, not yoga perfect. I think we have one more to go. Back up to star. Nice forward fold. And this is what we're going to do as Skandasana. To the left, only as far as is comfortable for you. Switch over to the right. To a dragonfly twist. And we come down, frame your foot for a vinyasa or chaturanga dandasana. Or skip it, whichever version you would like, or just not do it at all. And what we did on one side, we're going to do on the other, so this time we're going to be starting with our left foot. 3-point, cheetah, left and right, 3 times, 3-point, step through, to warrior 1. I'm going to switch my orientation for you. Warrior 2, reverse warrior, side angle, your version, use the blocks if you would like. Straight-legged, reverse warrior, also reverse triangle. Set up for Trikonasana. Warrior 2, shift your hips back a little bit, extend forward, and open up for triangle pose. Going to use your core, come up the star, adjust your feet, come into our goddess. Hands behind our head, and our 10 crunches. I think we're there. Come to our star, open everything up. Big exhale as we come into our forward fold. Prepare for your Skandasana. This time we're going to go to the right. or vinyasa, or skip it. And let's from here go into a child's pose and catch our breath. Good job, everybody. That was great. From the tabletop, let's sneak in a couple cat cows. And make your way up to Tadasana, or mountain pose. Shake everything out. Maybe do a little lower back massage. Whatever feels good to you. And we're going to practice our balancing. We're going to keep working on our tree today. We have several new people here tonight. Welcome, everybody. But I'd like us all to get on the same page with some of the core poses that we're going to work tree. There are 3 versions. Version 1, you're balancing on your toes. Version 2, you come up to your calf, or gastrocnemius. Never ever come to your knee. But version 3 is all the way up into your thigh. Whichever version you choose, you're going to grow your tree and start having fun with it. So go ahead and find your tree. Maybe a dancer tree. Maybe a back stretch. Whatever feels good to you. This is your time to play and have fun and feel what's happening with your body. When you're ready, we'll switch sides. Excellent job. Come back down. Prayer hands, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, separate your feet a little bit. And let's just rock side to side, knees slightly bent. Find your way back down to Malasana. Close your eyes, catch your breath before we start wrapping down with our final core work. Good, come to a comfortable seat. So we're going to start out with boat pose, 3 versions. Yogi's choice, which one you want to do. Whichever one you choose, try and do, we're going to try for 10 crunches. Follow it up with some bicycle crunches. Position 1, if this is your boat, you can put your hands down for extra support, feet down, and you're going to do crunches. Now, note, we're not moving like this. This isn't a crunch. That's just rolling our back. The crunch is coming from your core. Exhale into it and really make sure you're contracting your abdominal muscles. Otherwise, you're just moving. Version 2, you can bring your feet up. Support here or here, but same idea. You're doing crunches from your core. Version 3, full boat. For those of you who will choose to do full boat, we're going to do boat canoe crunches. So it will look something like this. Straight legs, down the canoe and up. Now this put a lot of strain on my back, and I couldn't do it because my core wasn't strong. If you're finding this is putting tension on your back, then pick one of the other versions. But eventually, I promise, with practice, you will all be able to do your boat canoes. think I got 2 more. Good. Let's come to our back. Give ourselves a nice back massage again, a nice hug. Rock side to side. I like to do little micro figure 8s. And then from here we're going to do a bicycle crunches. Hands behind your head, not in this position, not covering your ears, but open. And we're going to crunch. Now, you don't have to touch your elbow to your knee. The important thing is that you're really working your obliques, and you write this down this here, and really crunching. And make sure you're feeling that contraction of your core. Do as many as you want to do to get the workout that you would like for yourself. But let's try and get into 25. I think we're maybe at 6 or 7 now. Twenty, 22, 23, 24, 25. Excellent. Give yourself another nice hug. Roll up to a comfortable seat. We're going to do our most important of all our poses, corpse pose, or Shavasana. So you really find yourself in a supine position on your back. Your feet can be close together or wide, however feels good for you. Palms facing up. Going to close your eyes. And just relax. Focus on your breathing. Clear your mind. Give yourself gratitude for all the hard work you did tonight. When you're ready, wiggle your toes, your fingers, maybe shake your head, no, yes. Bring your knees to your chest. Roll over to one side into a fetal position. Use your arms to bring you up to a comfortable seat. Prayer hands, thumb at your heart, eyes closed. Focus on your breathing. May you be peaceful. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be free. May you be peaceful. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be free. And know that you are loved. The light in me sees and honors the radiant light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you all feel good. Any questions? We'll take time to answer them.